welcome. I'm Selena Mead with the Vsb TV 11 Evening News. On this Monday, June the 2nd, our top story tonight. This afternoon, Romano Mills was sentenced to Supreme Court to spend the next 15 years in jail for possessing a firearm, possessing ammunition, possessing cannabis, in an increased penalty zone and violently resisting arrest. The court heard that on June the 18th, 2013, police pursued Mills, who was in breach of his bail in a separate incident. Mills, who was intoxicated at the time of the incident, had to be tackled by police and brought to the ground, at which time he continuously attempted to reach into his sock and pull out his gun that was loaded with 10 bullets. Defense lawyer Mark Daniels argued that his client realized that he had been associating with the wrong types of people and had made a mistake. Upon sentencing, Mills told Supreme Court Judge Charles Etta Simmons that he was sorry and that the fact that he had been highly intoxicated at the time of incident had played a role in his foolish decisions. Mills begged the court for mercy. Supreme Court Judge Charles Etta Simmons told Mills that the court had shown the dangers that guns play on the community and said people had been killed, shot, and terrorized by guns, and that Mills needed to appreciate the seriousness of these offenses. And with that, she meted out a sentence totaling 15 years. In other news, Shadow Minister for Seniors Derek Burgess was astounded to discover that regimental soldiers are required to retire at the age of 55, but cannot apply for their pensions until they are 60 years of age, thanks to a change in law.
The regimental staff soldiers, they have to retire at 55. The problem is that they cannot get the pension to 60, unlike the police, unlike the prisons, unlike the fire department. They can retire at 55 and get the pension, but they also can go until 60. Now, if you look in the 1981 Superannuation Act, in that act it states that these the fire people can retire at 55. The act was amended in 1993. But what the act did, it grandfathered those that were in the Army prior to 93 can get their pension at 55, and they're not getting it. So you have some folks that have been made to retire at 55 and not getting a pension who started before 1993. And the act is quite clear, the 1993 amendment grandfathers those folks that started before 1993. They can continue to get their pension at 55.
Waiting until 60 is a tremendous burden.
Yeah, because who's going to hire at 55 and at the rate that they've at that point in time of their life? And this has created some hardship, because not only that, they lose their insurance. And you know what it is, once you go a certain age to get insurance, the price of it, the cost of it, is terrible. So some people are owed money in accordance with the law that's in place, that have been made to retire at 55, who started in the Army before 1993, and they're not getting the money. So they have to get it.
Where can they take their cause?
Well, I don't know what they have to pay to take this is. I will take this up with the minister today to see if he can just get it sorted out, because it's in law. You know,
and we want people to work in the regiment, don't we?
Yes, and why are you going to let somebody go home at 55? Why does a regimental soldier have to be retired at 55, and a policeman can go at 60, a fireman can go at 60, and everybody else can go further, but not a regimental soldier? It makes no sense.
Bentley Friendly Society, the independent insurance company that provided coverage for its members in auto, life, and health policies through the displeasure of the Bermuda Monetary Authority, has declared a dividend of 9.4% to all policyholders on record as of December 2014. Announcing the dividend, Trustee Kevin Bean Wall said that it was a testament to the prudent underwriting and pricing of the Society's risk selections, disciplined operations, and reinvestment of premiums in the Bermuda community. The BMA, the Society reminded, claimed that it might not be able to pay claims on the basis that it was not regulated by the BMA. The issue came to the front when former Attorney General Mark Pettingill instructed the Transport Control Department to refuse to process members' documents. In other news, Premier Michael Dunkley clashed with Shadow Tourism Minister Zane De Silva in Parliament late Friday night when the opposition member demanded more accountability and transparency over the true position of the $350,000 campaign check and the salary being paid to the CEO of the Tourism Authority.
There is $350,000 that was sent to an account, Mr. Speaker, that we understand yet to be denied, opened by a minister of the OBA government, Mr. Fay, who sits in another place. Mr. Speaker, we have yet to hear from the OBA government their position on the opening of this account. Boy, listen to all the chirping, all the birds are singing. Yes, sir. All the birds are singing tonight, Mr. Speaker. That 400,000 hit a nerve. The CEO of the Tourism Authority.
Yes.
We have good information that the CEO is making, and I'll round it up, from $390,000 a year to $400,000. And a bonus attached of about $400,000.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
That is not correct.
No. What's he making? Where's all our taxpayers' money going, Mr. Speaker?
Just unbelievable for me, for two reasons. The first reason is that honorable member was Minister of Health. And when the opposition benches every week asked him for information on how much the chief executive officer and people at the hospital were getting paid, it was silence. Total silence. You could have heard a pin drop on the government bench. You know, the honorable chirping bird over there, Mr. Speaker, says we just want transparency.
Honorable member De Silva, I'm going to say, take your seat and say nothing more.
Stay tuned. We have a preview of the weather with Rachel Sodden. Thanks, Talina. Unsettled conditions through Tuesday and improving midweek. On the radar, we can see there's some showers scattered in the area, so expect a shower or two overnight. But please stay tuned for the full weather report later.
The weather radar picture provided courtesy of the Ministry of Transport on Vsb Tv 11.
We live in a beautiful environment. One way to help keep it that way is to always remember your reusable grocery bag. If you forgot, you can still do your part in saving our planet by buying a Marketplace green bag for only $1.19. Not only are they good for groceries, but they're handy for many other uses. Always have your bags in sight of you or put your grocery list in one so that you don't forget your reusable bags. You and the Marketplace are helping to save the environment by choosing to reuse.
Copyfax is Bermuda's authorized Samsung dealer. See a large range of Samsung color and black and white multifunctional machines, printers, scanners, faxes, and copiers, and all net workable. Copyfax has Samsung machines suitable for home, office, or any size business in an A4 format, taking up less room than other similar equipment. And replacement supplies are in stock for all of their Samsung products. Affordable shopping at Copyfax Limited, where service comes first.
Laugh. Learn. Love. Live. Life on Logic TV is that much better. With high-definition TV like never before and unparalleled picture quality with interactive features like Catch-Up TV and Restart TV, so you can instantly restart, rewind, and pause live TV without a DVR. Logic TV bundles include Internet plus access, high-definition TV, and home phone, starting at $179 with a free install. LOL. Enjoy life on Logic TV. Contact us for more information.
Do you know your rights as a consumer? Visit the Consumer Affairs website to find out how to hire a contractor, how to buy and maintain your vehicle, information on buying secondhand goods, tips for seniors and teens, personal finance tips, product recall information, to file a complaint with Consumer Affairs. For the latest consumer news and much more, visit ca.gov.bm.
Bermuda is an easy way to find great discounts while discovering fun activities to do in Bermuda. Discover the best spas, restaurants, activities, services, and shops at 50% off. Sign up to Bermudeals and start saving today.
Welcome back to Vsb TV 11. The Bermuda flag flapped proudly in the breeze at the Congressional Cemetery in Washington this weekend. It was on the occasion of the grave marking ceremony commemorating the life and service of Bermudian-born Thomas Tudor Tucker, physician and treasurer of the United States. Having served in the Continental Army in the American Revolutionary War, he was the third U.S. treasurer from 1801 until his death. He served under U.S. Presidents Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, and Quincy Adams. In addition to the 100 attendees, the color guard of the National Society of the Sons of the American Revolution carried the Bermuda flag and posted next to the American flag for the duration of the ceremony. If and when the Bermuda Parliament is subjected to random confidential drug testing, it will become the first legislature in the world to be required to take such steps, according to independent MP Terry Lister, a member of the Joint Select Committee responsible for the move.
Does it go anywhere else in the world?
We will be leading. The South Australia legislature considered doing just this. They had an act that got to Parliament but didn't actually get debated. We have a copy of the act, and there's no question as to why it wasn't debated. It was a very poor act. I wouldn't have supported it myself. So we've taken the time to really think about how we want to do this, what the approach will be, how you protect confidentiality, and how you ensure that you get a safe result. As you know, testing the hair gives you a better chance of getting a fair result than urine testing. There are reports all over the world of how people try to cheat that test. Well, we sidestepped that and we said we're not going to put ourselves in a position where someone can come and cheat the test. You know, there are times when in the past the story goes that an athlete had a test taken and they said, well, we want to let you know that you did pass the test, but we also want to let you know this male athlete, 3 months pregnant.
Now let's take a look at the daily markets presented by Bias. Here are the daily markets presented by Bias. Equity markets moved today on manufacturing data from China and the UK. Currency and fixed income markets await European Central Bank's expected announcement on Thursday. The S&P 500 erased earlier losses to close up 0.7% at the end of trading. The market reacted after the Institute for Supply Management corrected its manufacturing index reading, raising uncertainty amongst investors. The Bermuda Stock Exchange closed today at 1,412.58, down 0.12%. Bermuda-related stocks listed in the U.S. were mixed today. UK stocks rose as manufacturing in the UK rose for a 15th straight month. The FTSE 100 gained 0.29% to close at 6,864. German DAX also closed marginally up at 0.07% at the end of trading. Asian stocks rose to a 6-month high after a gauge of China manufacturing expanded at the fastest pace in 5 months. Hang Seng gained 0.31% to close at 23,082. The Vsb rallied on positive manufacturing data from China, pushing prices of commodity stocks. The index closed the day at 51,729, up 0.96% at the end of trading. U.S. Treasury yields rose after Institute of Supply Management provided a revision of U.S. factory output number. The 10-year U.S. Treasury is currently yielding 2.53%, up 5 basis points. The euro weakened further against the U.S. dollar as markets expect the ECB to announce further stimulus in its Thursday meeting. The euro closed at 1.36%, down 0.26% as of the last trade. That was a look at the daily markets presented by Bias. People and Places is next after the break.
Price Right on Mill Reach offers you warehouse shopping for bulk and value-priced groceries, frozen foods and health and beauty items, home furnishings, dinnerware and carpets for your bedroom, bathroom, and kitchen, bikes, toys, and activity sets for kids, teens and tweens, electronics and home and audio-visual accessories. Visit Price Right. Always something new and always something for everyone. Open 9 to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, 1 to 6 on Sundays.
Are you frustrated and confused by complex online banking systems? The quickest, easiest way to pay bills is with EasyPay.
They're very good. They're excellent. I'd recommend them all the time. EasyPay is the easy way.
The whole reason I joined EasyPay is because of what the name stands for. It's very easy to pay.
I've been using EasyPay for over 10 years. It really is an easy product to use.
Bill payment doesn't get any easier than EasyPay. Email Dal at easypay.bm or visit easypay.bm.
I just downloaded the Layer app for the Bermuda Sun, and it is so cool. You can find so many new videos, and you can watch sports and news and pictures and everything. You have to download it. It's really neat. All you have to do is put your phone over the image, and the image comes to life. You have a full video of everything. It's really, really neat.
Yes, I just downloaded the Layer, and it works pretty good.
I think it's great.
I've never seen anything like it. It was unbelievable.
Yes, I tried the app this morning, and I think it's great.
Hi, I'm Robert Pearies at the Vasco da Gama Club. Please join me as I host a panel discussion on the Portuguese in Bermuda on Vsb Channel 11.
Wednesday, June the 4th and Friday, June the 6th at 9 p.m. and Sunday, June the 8th at 8 p.m.
Kindly sponsored by Colonial Insurance, Belco, the power to save, Lindo's, why go anyplace else, by Bermuda Investment Advisory Services, and by Goslings.
See you then.
People and Places is next with Charles Webb.
People and Places with Charles Webb is brought to you by Big Savings Zone at the end of Stocks Road, St. David's.
I'm here at the Rosewood Tuckers Point Hotel for a very interesting occasion. It's a reunion of the Smith-Lavoie family. The ties that bind this Canadian family to our island are pictures of old Bermuda, taken by the patriarch when he worked at the old Castle Harbour Hotel, which served to remind them of a heritage they share with us. Son Paul Lavoie explains.
Bermuda is important, Charles, because it was really the beginning of our family history. My parents were working as 20-somethings in 1937, and they met here in Bermuda. 1937 was historic for two reasons. King George V was crowned, and my parents met. They fell in love on Elbow Beach. We were there last evening for dinner, and it was quite special.
Now, you've come back this time you've been in many times, but this time you're on a family reunion?
Yeah, over the years, we've come back, and we've been at the Swizzle Inn, and we've been to all these great places that my parents used to talk to us about. But this year, 77 years ago, celebrating that anniversary, my siblings, my two brothers, Bob and Jack, and my two sisters, Michelle and Brenda, are all here to really have some fun, because Bermuda is an extraordinary place for fun and enjoy the beautiful people, and but in honor of our parents' meeting.
Now, tell me about the significance of the photographs. These old photographs.
Well, these photographs are special because my father not only took them, he developed them. And we've seen them over the years as a little boy. I used to see these, and they're all signed with Bermuda 1937, and they're in front of the 21 Club. I understand it's changed its name, and we're going there this evening. And so these pictures, I collected some pictures, and I made them into postcards. So the siblings this week we're sending postcards back to our kids.
Of the original Bermuda.
Yeah, so I think we're going to extend this event into something that, for our children and our children's children. This is an important part of our history.
Well, what are some of the changes you've seen since you started coming?
Well, you know, I think that the thing that I'd like to say is that I think Bermuda has been on a path of bringing it back to its original splendor. If you look at this hotel, the Rosewood, and by the way, that's where my father worked, or the developers here are bringing it back to its original beauty, its purity, the purity of its color, and of course, as we all enjoy, is the friendliness of the people. That we made a decision. We're bringing our families back for the 80th. But the whole clan. So you might, we might book this whole hotel. We're about 50 now, with children and grandchildren, to celebrate the 80th anniversary. So the Lavoie-Smith clan will be back in 3 years.
So, 50 years from now?
Hopefully, I'll be on a postcard with my brothers.
Here with the Smith-Lavoie family at the Rosewood Tuckers Point Hotel for People and Places, I'm Charles Webb, Vsb News.
People and Places with Charles Webb has been brought to you by Big Savings Zone at the end of Stocks Road, St. David's.
Now at Big Savings Zone, there's the Kids Zone. See the latest bedroom ideas for tots to teens. There's a large selection of beds, bedding, all kind of furniture designed especially in mind for your child. And see the array of accessories for all ages. Big Savings Zone is the home of Ashley Furniture and Serta Mattresses in Bermuda. And the Kids Zone is only at Big Savings Zone at the end of Stocks Road, St. David's.
Welcome back to Vsb TV 11. Now here's a look at the sports report with Earl Baisden.
In what is being described as a great opportunity for youngsters, BAA football director Kenny Thompson announced an agreement between his club and UA Cornellà from Spain.
UA Cornellà is a top 3 club in the Catalan region of around 1,000 teams. It is among the top 10 clubs in the whole of Spain and is considered one of the leading youth development programs across Europe. The football expertise in player development through proven successful structure and methodology within a very competitive top football environment has seen the club advance over 90 players into professional clubs over the last 5 years.
Flora Duffy, Tyler Smith, and Erica Hawley all competed in the ITU Pan American Triathlon Confederation Championships in Dallas over the weekend, which also served as the first qualification event for the 2016 Olympics for Duffy. Duffy finished 4th, clocking a time of 2 hours and 18 seconds, while Smith, competing in the junior boys 16 to 19 age group division, finished 44th out of 52 competitors with a time of 1 hour and 15 seconds. Hawley competed in the junior girls 16 to 19 age group, finished 39th out of 43 competitors, clocking a time of 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 12 seconds. The Bermuda Karting Club's Keene Front Street Grand Prix saw large crowds turn up and line the streets to watch some high-flying action. Scott Barnes won Heat 1 of the tag senior class, while the junior clones' first heats saw Xavier Smith drive to victory. Barnes drove to victory in the 125 shifter Group A first heat, with Shannon Casey winning the B Group first heat in the 125 shifter class. In Premier Division cricket action, Willacott defeated Somerset Cricket Club by 73 runs. Willacott scored 164 for 6 before rain halted their innings, and bowled Somerset Cricket Club all out for 91. In other Premier Division action, Southampton Rangers won by 23 runs on the Duckworth-Lewis system over Bailey's Bay. Southampton Rangers were 131 for 3 when rain halted play, restricting their score to 115. Bailey's Bay were bowled out for 92. Cleveland County went down by 7 wickets to St. David's Cricket Club. Cleveland County were bowled out for 87, but their score was reduced to 49 after rain, and St. David scored 51 for 3. The Burmese Beach Bums team of Dion Beery, Jennifer Allen, and Victoria Fiddick came from behind on the final lap to win the 2014 Yugo Girl Relay up in Dockyard yesterday with a time of 23:25. The Boyd Up Girls team of Ashley Swanik, Christine Palmer, and Alison Schindel finished second at a time of 23:30, and the Speedy Snails team of Krista Dyer, Charlene Souza, and Stepanka Skandova finished third in a time of 25:11. The Bermuda Bicycle Association's Fast Boy Bicycle Work Road Race saw Dominique Mayo return to winning ways yesterday. Mayo clocked a time of 2:23 flat, while Darren Glasswood clocked 2:23.01, and Shannon Lawrence was third in a time of 2:23.02. I'm Earl Baisden, reporting for VSB Sports.
That should do it. Enjoy your new shower.
Experience the bold look of Kohler at a Kohler registered showroom.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you had a great weekend, and welcome to tonight's VSB weather forecast. Our weather shot is brought to us by Dennis Whitehead, taken at 4 this afternoon at Bars Bay Park in Hamilton. I know a lot of people don't like Mondays, but how can you not like a day like this? Absolutely beautiful blue skies, just a couple of clouds, a little breezy with a shower here or two, but beautiful. Another gorgeous day in paradise, and thank you, Dennis, for sending in this shot. Temperatures for today, we had a high of 73 at 3 in the afternoon and a low of 67 at 6 in the morning. Current conditions, 70 degrees, humidity 60%, winds northwest 12 to 18 knots, and barometric pressure is falling slowly at 29.96 inches. Rainfall index for the month of June, 0.03 for a yearly total of 24.36. Yearly normal for this time, 21.89 inches. And looking at the satellite, a low pressure center to the northeast continues to produce unsettled conditions with a few showers tonight through Tuesday. As a high pressure center to our west builds across the area Wednesday and passes to our east on Thursday, settled conditions with seasonal average temperatures return for the remainder of the week. For those of you who are traveling, Atlanta mostly cloudy 83, Boston partly cloudy 74, Charlotte mostly cloudy 85, London mostly cloudy 66, Miami 81 mostly cloudy, New York 82 mostly cloudy, Orlando 87 partly cloudy, Philadelphia 85 mostly cloudy, Toronto partly cloudy and 79, and Washington mostly cloudy and 87 degrees. Back at home tonight, mostly cloudy with a few showers, low near 68, winds northwest 12 to 18 knots, and then increasing to 15 to 20 knots later. And tomorrow, sunny periods with a few showers, mainly early and late, high near 75, winds northwest 12 to 18 knots, then increasing to 15 to 20 knots at times, and then veering westerly 10 to 15 knots overnight. Marine tonight, we have a small craft warning with seas inside the reef 2 to 3 feet, seas outside the reef 6 to 10 feet, and the sea surface temperature is 76 degrees. Marine tomorrow, the small craft warning continues with seas inside the reef 1 to 3 feet, seas outside the reef 5 to 9 feet. Low tide will be at 7:20 in the morning, and high tide will be at 1:12 in the afternoon. And looking at the 5-day forecast, Wednesday, partly cloudy with a high near 76. Thursday, mix of sun and cloud, high near 77. Friday, mostly sunny, high near 79. And Saturday, sunny periods with a shower or two and 80 degrees. Thank you to meteorologist Fred Briley and everyone at the Bermuda Weather Service. I'm Rachel Sawden. Have a great evening. We thank you for choosing to spend your evening with us at VSB TV 11. Good night, Bermuda.
Wardrobe and makeup for Rachel Sawden, provided by Gibbons Company.
VSB TV 11, Bermuda.